Hi guys, TMH here, and it looks like Pokemon Go has had a bit of an update. Now when you log in, as well as the sort of Gyarados thing saying, "Oh, watch where you go," it now pops up a sort of random message that you have to acknowledge before you can play. I've seen a couple. One was like, "Don't Pokemon and drive," and don't go down a dark alley, and don't take sweeties from strangers, stuff like that. So yeah, they're helping tremendously. Horsey, sweet. I'm just walking to the bus. I thought I'd do a quick record. I don't know how long it'll go for, and my throat is really rough. I was at a wedding last night with out with friends and stuff, and Mrs. TMH, and like I don't go out anymore really, apart from events, so my body is not used to having to shout over music. I'm not drunk, I'm not like hungover or anything, purely because the drinks were so expensive. So yeah, didn't drink much, but the shouting over music kills your throat. So it's really kind of groggy, kind of sore as well. Reminds me of like my student days when I felt like this pretty much 24/7. But anyway, whoa, Onyx and the Ponyta. Yeah, very briefly, one of the main changes I've made in this update is removing the footsteps. So the system had been broken for a long time, but the general premise of the idea was that there were three sort of, or there wasn't necessarily three, there was always supposed to be footsteps below each Pokemon, and the three, each footstep represented, and I read different things online about what the distances was, but I reckon they were between sort of 50 metres and 100 metres per footstep. That was like the general consensus. Because it was broken half the time, I apologise if it's windy, because it was broken half the time, it was hard to work it out, but basically yeah, the idea would be that if you were really far away from one, there would be 3 steps indicating, for example, you were 300 metres away, and the idea was is as you got closer it would take away a foot, so you become 200 metres, and then the next one would go down, so you would get as one print which would be 100 metres, and so on and so on. But yeah, that kind of was always broken, so it was never used. Whoa, that is rare. So now they've said that it's just kind of around you, and you have to just find it, from what I've gathered. Oh, this guy's not wanting to comply. So yeah, that's a bit trickier. I'm about to get on a bus, so I might have to go quiet. I don't know how many people are on it. I can pretend I'm on the phone. I need to find my bus pass here. So he arrives. So many stupid cards from my mouth, so apologies if you can't actually hear me. Okay, here we go. Cheers. That beep means I've got 3 days left. But yeah, good wedding. Weird that they've taken away the footsteps. That's really kind of weird. Makes things a lot trickier now if you're out looking for things. But if they've kind of compensated that with rarer Pokemon like around, then I'm quite happy for that. Like, I've never seen an Onyx or heard of an Onyx out and about. I'm sure there have been, but at least the places I've been, I've never seen one. Glad the Pidgey and Drowsy percentages are still high. But yeah, that was it. I just wanted to acknowledge that I was aware of the update. And I'm not feeling any different. I think they've made a few changes to like gyms as well. At the moment I have lost all my Pokemon that were in gyms, so I need to try and find one again. and work out. I don't think I've caught anything new since last time. Nah, I don't think I have. Just random stuff. But yeah, anyway, that was just a quick thing because my throat is killing me from shouting over repetitive, boring music about random things. What's this? Zubat. I'm pretty much under the assumption now that a Zubat is a two-hand job when it comes to catching. Like, I'm pretty good with holding the phone with one hand and then, you know, catching things, but Zubat is like a two-hand job. It is one hand has to be dedicated to holding the phone and the other hand has to be dedicated to trying to catch it. There is no sort of in-between stage. It's either two hands so you're not catching it. So I'm sick of Zubat. As far as I'm aware though, the proximity thing still works, so how I am led to believe is that it goes from top left to bottom right in terms of distance to your character. So for example, on the top left is Jinx, so that should be the closest thing to me, then the Drowsy, then the Onyx, and then Drowsy, Caterpie, blah blah blah. So that's, I think that's still how that works, to give you a sort of idea. So in theory, oh, you can't click on them anymore to like follow them. That's pretty weird. Maybe that's gone as well. Also, I heard you can customize your character now. Oh yeah, you can. So they've added this here with the 3 lines. You can customize. Sweet! Because I really like the colour red, so when I made the character, I obviously made them red, but I'm thinking maybe I should have a touch more yellow in there. Maybe yellow shoes. I mean, it's really, you can't put much in anyway. But yeah, I mean, I thought there would be more customization, which is why I kind of, look at that, you can't even get like, I think I'll pretty much stick with what I've got. I had a yellow backpack, and I think I've got a yellow cap. Tops otherwise are a bit over the top, that's just a bit bright for me. What's this? Oh, it's your email. And it's reset it all now. What the? That's annoying. You know, this is fun times with TMH choosing a character. Kind of annoying when it resets it though. I think that's pretty much it. Right, save that. Oh, I could have just cancelled, and then all of that would have been in vain. Oh, and I'm on free Wi-Fi with the bus, which is probably just expired, so yeah, annoying. Anyway, those are the new, as far as I'm aware, those are the new features amongst like the gym stuff, which is combat changes, I think, from what it reads. If I turn off the Wi-Fi, I should get, yeah. So as far as I'm aware, it's just like combat changes, something along those lines. Yeah, and you can change your character again, and yeah, no more footsteps. The footsteps is probably annoying, but like I won't miss it because it was broken pretty much the entire time I played. From what I read, they pretty much turned that off as soon as the servers kept crashing. Which, on that note, I haven't noticed any problem at all with that. It's a joke. That is an absolute joke. I've only got one incubator at the moment because I don't want to keep paying money to just hatch more eggs. I will if I get, I suppose if more 10-kilometre eggs appear, I'll maybe do that, but yeah, there's not been any 10-kilometre eggs for a while, so a little bit annoying. Anyway, my throat is killing me and I've got a whole shift at work to do, so I'm going to rest on this bus until I get to work. Anyway, thanks for watching guys, bye bye.